HarmonyOS 6.1 has finally landed as a final or out of beta stable version for the Mate 80 Pro Max, the Pura 80 Ultra, as well as some other devices like my Pura X and the Mate 70 Air and the Mate 60 Pro that are also still on, all at the same time. It's, I think, a big enough of update to talk about it. So let's get started. I don't want to talk so much about the new design that we have here that looks very glass-like, as you see here already, and very transparent, because I made a dedicated video about this as well, about this new glassy kind of look that we have here. What I want to talk about is some other features. First, let's talk a little bit about floating windows and multi-window support. So if you are in an app and you want to perform multi-window, you have the possibility to go scroll up there to the left and then let go, and you are able to choose another application that you want, like for example the browser here, and I have now the split window. But you see, this is half, this is half. If you want to have two applications side by side, but you want them full screen, you have also now the ability to do so. Swipe up until you see this, and then it will go into this mode where you see a little bit on top there, but you have an almost full screen experience here. So I can go to my Google News feed, can read my Google News here, and I can go to the app gallery as well just by tapping up there, and I have an almost full app gallery as well. The same way I can drag and drop stuff from above down below. So if I have, for example, a gallery application and a file manager open, or I have like an upload window there down below, and I have my file manager to upload stuff there, which is also possible. Quite cool indeed. And of course you can save this combo as well, and it will save it as is, which is quite cool. Next thing is probably more for aesthetics lovers, or my dad, because he's always complaining about swipe gestures where he does not know what they are doing. So here it's clear, it is doing this, and if you want this, you tap on it and you have clear buttons to maximize, minimize or close this. But you have also the ability to shrink it back by pressing here and clicking on shrink. It's not always clear what it means, but there is a setting that you can set up here under floating window style, and if you go in here you can make it more minimalistic by going to floating window style and choosing either standard two buttons, which will hide the hide button, or the minimize button, and the immersive with no buttons at all. This is like what my dad probably doesn't like, because then he doesn't even know what to do. But if you have the immersive mode on, you can perform the same actions. Just if you have the window hidden here, you can make it appear again. You can by dragging, making it maximizing here, but you can also minimize it like this. If you have it like this, you can just simply drag it up to minimize it again, or what you can also do is maximize it, or what you can also do is tap on here and then maximize, minimize, close and shrink will appear here as well, which is possible. So yes, this is something that's a bit of a hidden feature and only for aesthetics. We were talking a bit of aesthetics and style. We have new themes available that are a bit animal inspired. Not those here, we know those already, but these here, as you see here, we have this Felix, Duck, Huawei and Huxtable that are available here, and that allow you to create a very unique kind of style. It takes a while to download those, but here you can see how it will look like with this little bit of animation effect that will go on there. Especially they will be animated on the home screen and walk around the home screen, which is quite cute. Recording app has a new feature to flexibly allow you to cut and paste and edit your recordings, which is quite nice indeed. And then you have the possibility, when you click on edit here, to trim it, which is, I think, a very, very useful feature. that was previously missing there. And we have quite a lot of features here as well, like seeing the details, and we have the possibility to share it directly to various different files and folders. Then we come to a new feature from 6.1. Actually, it was in 6. Beta already, the possibility to share to Android container applications finally enabled, so I can share it to Nextcloud here, which is an Android containerized app. As you see here, it's in part of the Droid Tong app, but we have also Telegram here, which is part of Easy Abroad. So both of those famous containers and the Android applications are supported here, which is quite cool. So yes, this is also new in 6.1. We know the live view, or dynamic island kind of clone that we have when we start a timer here and we swipe it up. You will see this live view there on the top, and you can swipe it away, but now there's an option to swipe it back again into place. If you can hit it correctly. Wow, that's not really working nicely. It states in the changelog that there you go, that it's possible, but it is a bit of hard, at least here on the Mate 80 Pro Max. As you see here, swiping away is not an issue. Swiping it back, however, just swipe in this direction, there we go, is a bit of a hit or miss. We have a few features. Of course, we have the improved Arc engine that should be even smoother, especially on the Mate 80 Pro Max. You notice that it is super smooth in launching applications. No matter what you like to launch here, it's super smooth. I didn't notice much of a difference, I have to say, but I'm not using it so much. And we have some memory optimizations that should be able to allow us to keep more applications running in the background. Even Android applications are stored in the background a little bit longer there than it was before, which is a good point. Then we have the Notes application that has those categories or folders, and now what you can do is like edit them, create a new folder, and now let's call it Penang, because I will be flying to Penang this year, and I have a Malaysia folder already. Click on save, and I can, I think, simply drag this into the Malaysia folder. Yes, and then I created a subfolder where I can categorize all my Penang specific notes that still appear under Malaysia, but they are then Penang specific. And selecting something in the gallery is easier than ever, and also this new animation that shows how many things you are dragging to somewhere is nice and clean. Yeah, if you didn't know about it, we have the same functionality as iOS. You can drag, and even if the context menu goes up, you have the possibility to see a preview of a video or an image already. Pretty much sums it up. All or most of the prominent features of HarmonyOS 6.1 are landing here on the Mate 80 Pro Max, Pura 80 Ultra, and some others. Like I said and stated before, some devices like the Mate 70 Air and I think even the Mate 60 Pro don't get this new fancy super transparent glassy kind of effects, simply because the hardware is not capable enough. But otherwise you get pretty much the same experience across the board, across all of those devices. Granted, the Mate 80 Pro Max being the super flagship device, being a little bit faster and smoother than all the other ones. But nevertheless, you get a nice, great update. So if you have a Chinese device running HarmonyOS 5.1, still get 6.1 pretty quickly, because it is really better. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, bye.